Hey everyone, this is Anna. Welcome back to the weekend reading for February the 21st, the 22nd, and 23rd. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. TGIF, it's Friday. I love Fridays. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull the first card from the top of my deck, and the first card is the travel card. Well, how fun. And here, if I can get the glare out of the card, it says, an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. And I love how this fairy, there she is, all happy, waving her wand around, and lights are lit, and there's just a wonderful, very earthy, kind of happy-go-lucky type of feelings, and sentiments surrounding this upcoming trip. Also, this does not mean that that you have to travel out of country per se, or out of state, or overnight even. This can be travel in the sense that you take a day trip. You're gone for a couple of hours. There's some sort of resetting going on, and perhaps now that we're in this retrograde, this is a very good time for travel. And people freak out and bug out so much about Mercury retrograde. We can't do things or plan anything because, oh my goodness. Well, yeah, if you're expecting things to go the way you want them to go all the time, then the retrograde is a problem for travel. Otherwise, if you take it easy and just kind of be lighthearted about it, you can take this time to disconnect and unplug from the rest of the world, and just do something that you haven't done in a while. Even if it's just traveling, to your favorite bookstore that's like an hour or 2 hours away, whatever. You're doing it by yourself, or maybe you take someone along, whatever, right? But this is a time that this card is telling me you need this time. You need this time to sort of spark something up within yourself again. Maybe motivate yourself, rejuvenate. Okay, let's pull the tarot. And the tarot says, lovers. This is interesting. So, this is how I see this. You can either be accompanied on this trip, right? Or you can be by yourself. You can travel with your loved one, or you can leave your loved one at home and you take the time to sort of rejuvenate your mind. We all need that alone time, and I really do feel like this is alone travel, like we're traveling alone. It's just a time that we need for ourselves. And the important message of the lovers, this is associated with Gemini, this card. The important message about this major arcana is that there are things that we do together, but we also must acknowledge and understand that there are things that we must do on our own. There are things that we need to do on our own. And when you are assertive about your relationship, when you are you're not having some sort of self-image issue regarding your relationship, and you trust the person that you're with, being gone a couple of hours is not going to be a big deal at all. It's actually, if anything, it'll be welcomed, because we all need a break from each other's, from each other's face, literally, like, how newborns are, a newborn baby, when they look at you, if you look at them too long, sometimes they just look away from you. And I remember learning when my son was born, how the newborn child looks away because they need a break from your face. And I always thought that was hilarious, and that always stuck in my mind. And you know what? Nothing changed. Just because we're adults doesn't mean that doesn't change. We all need a break from each other's face, literally. We just need to unplug and just kind of wind down our own and do our own thing for a little bit. So I don't want to ramble on anymore, but do enjoy the weekend, whether you're going on this little trip or big trip, on your own or with someone else. But the cards are telling me that this is time, this is a travel, this is some sort of trip that you will appreciate on your own. It is a time for reflection, and there's much to really think about and kind of unwind about, and so we can discharge all the things that burden our minds and our heart, and then we can come back into the relationship nice and refreshed. Okay, good. So we're going to end this reading there. Enjoy the weekend, TGIF, and I will see you next Monday for the reading on the 24th. Bye-bye.